This is an average looking house and our sim here is Lisbeth. She's a scientist, loves her job, works hard, makes good income, owns a 2-bedroom house with a nice kitchen. However, just like everyone, Lisbeth has a secret. A huge secret that she tries her best to hide because she doesn't want the government to go after her. What you see here is a normal guest bedroom. Lisbeth's secret is underneath this bed. She built a secret underground lab for her science project. This is the door that only opens for Lisbeth because she has to be very careful and not let anyone know about this lab. This is because Lisbeth has a huge obsession for aliens and truly believes that aliens exist. She spends all her savings and money on this lab and has been trying to contact an alien for years. She even has a room filled with newspaper clippings on UFO sightings, research articles, and books on aliens. Well, Lisbeth has no luck in contacting any alien, but she never gives up on her dream. So one day, she decided to build her own rocket ship in hope that she can travel to the outer space by her own. She has to build the rocket ship discreetly and not let anyone know because there are risks that the government will come after her and find out what is she trying to do. She works really hard night and day to build this rocket and no one else, not even her neighbors, know what is going on inside this house. She goes to work normally like any other person as if she doesn't have a rocket in the basement and she tries to act as normal as possible. Actually, Lisbeth doesn't like interacting with people and she rather be alone. She doesn't join her colleague for any after work meetup and she just goes back home immediately after work. During her off days or when she's not working, Lisbeth will work on her rocket until one fine day, she becomes an expert in rocket science skill. Suddenly, it occurred to her to install a wormhole generator in the rocket to help her to travel to outer space. When her rocket is finally ready, Lisbeth decided to take a big step and travel to the outer space. Finally, she reached Sixam and she fell in love with the place immediately. And oh hello there, a buff alien is approaching her. Susu. They get along very well instantly and our Mr. Buff alien here is very curious about Earth and asks her hundreds of questions about Earth. Like, do you guys really love McDonald's that much? How do burgers taste like? Why do you guys spend hours watching videos of people dancing for 15 seconds? And in return, our Lisbeth here have hundreds of questions for Mr. Alien, whose name is actually Silas. Silas Stroudak. They chat for hours and flirt a little and Lisbeth was like, alright, I'm gonna kiss him. She was like, what am I gonna lose? I'm already here and this might be the only time she gets to talk to an alien. So she's going for it. She is going to kiss him. Then Silas was like, can I go back to your place? So Silas visited Earth, learned to cook, and helped out Lisbeth with household chores whenever she's out to work. He prepares dinner, wash the laundry, do the dishes, and on his free time, he'll visit the city in disguise as your average Joe. He enjoys taking a walk in the city, chit-chat with the locals, reading a book in the ramen bar, and slowly, Silas starts to fall in love with Earth. So one day, Silas was visited by the leader and the leader is calling him back. The leader told him the Earth is not your place. This is not your home. And if anyone found out about your identity, they will imprison you and use you as an experiment. So for your own safety, you must come home immediately. Silas begged him and told him that he loves the Earth and the people. And he said people are not as bad as we think. Yes, there are bad people out there, but there are more good people than we know. He assured the leader that nobody is going to harm him and he is in love with Lisbeth. Silas invited the leader to explore Earth with him, taught the leader how to play guitar, and invited him to join for dinner. She assures the leader that she will in every way tries to protect Silas and his identity. She was like, I will not let any harm befall on Silas. The leader then allows Silas to stay on Earth with the condition that if there are any slight chances that the alien world is exposed, then Silas will be taken out from Earth immediately. After the talk, the leader bid farewell and returned back home. Silas and Lisbeth were so happy and they decided to take their relationship to the next step. This is their first night together and their first woohoo! And not long after that, Lisbeth found out that she's pregnant and she finally gave birth to an alien hybrid baby boy. Suddenly, Silas informed Lisbeth that he needs to go back home urgently. He did not explain much to Lisbeth and she is scared of losing Silas. Silas asked Lisbeth to send him back to Sixam and she did without much questions, although she has hundreds and hundreds of questions to ask. When they reached Sixam, Silas told Lisbeth, "We need to talk." He brought her to a quiet place and then he got down on one knee and said, "Lisbeth, when you smile, the whole outer world stops and stares for a while. Would you do me the honor of being my wife?" Lisbeth said yes, of course. Silas is her dream guy and the one she's looking for. See, I wanted to let them have their wedding here in Sixam, but I couldn't really plan a wedding. So I got them both to elope here in Sixam, but first we need the wedding dress. And why did they give us a wedding dress but not a veil? I would love a simple veil just for my bride. Anyway, this wedding gown will do. It's a nice simple wedding ceremony where both Lisbeth and Silas exchange their vow in Sixam. After the wedding ceremony, Lisbeth and Silas travel back to Earth where they live happily ever after with their son. Alright, thank you guys for watching and I really hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!